Hi. You know, Shakespeare's words from Macbeth ring extraordinarily true today. Each new morn, new widows howl, new orphans cry, and new sorrows strike heaven on the face. How do we get peace in a world like this of sorrow? Let me turn here to Psalm 91. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. Well, I think we have to be careful with this psalm. It seems to be saying that if we dwell in God's shelter, then nothing bad's going to happen to us. Verse 11 is almost comic. It says almost that if we believe in God, then we won't even stub our toe. Now, Christians do not believe in karma, where if you're suffering, somehow you've deserved it. Nor do we believe that if we're suffering, God hasn't come true on His promises. Satan wants you to believe that. Why do I say that? Well, it's because the devil actually quoted this psalm to Jesus in the wilderness. Satan was trying to get Jesus not to walk the path of suffering and not to walk the path of the cross. "Oh, I'll give you the kingdoms of the world without you suffering," said Satan to Jesus. Now, if I went out into the streets of Southampton today and I asked people if they believe in God, the main reason that they don't believe in God is the problem of suffering. So Satan's done a good job. But in Luke 21, Jesus tells his people, you're going to be betrayed by parents and brothers and sisters. Some of you are going to be put to death. And then he says, but not a hair of your head will perish. Stand firm and you'll keep your soul. Now this means that the real you, your soul, cannot be harmed by the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. Now we know the lengths that God went for us in our troubles. He became incarnate. He became killable. Jesus knows what it's like to face death. He is the Lord who walks with us. He literally knows how we feel. Jesus had to develop courage. I have a disease. It may kill me. But the only disease that can really kill me, sin, has been taken away by Jesus on the cross. And that is why, surely, as verse 3 says, He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence.